welcome to Viking Hunting and Canning. Today, this is actually not going to take very long for this recipe. We're going to make a tropical jam. This is a little different than some of the other recipes that I've seen online or whatever, but this is a very good one. I've made it for years. So, what we're going to start out with is 5 smashed bananas. We're just going to put all this in our pot. To that, we're also going to use 22 ounces of mandarin oranges. Now, most of the cans are about this big. That's 2 cans. With juice. Now, also in this goes a 1/4 cup of coconut. And I know I said I usually don't use lemon juice in my recipes, but this one I think the lemon juice might just add a nice flavor. So we're going to use 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. And to this, we need 1 package of Sure Gel. And then we just take this over to the stove and get it started. This one. Okay. I like it. Okay, we're going to turn that on about a medium heat. And we need to bring this to a rolling boil like any other jam. I wanted to tell you too, if you want to, you could cut your mandarin oranges a little smaller if you choose to. I don't feel it's necessary. But we're going to let this come to a rolling boil, and then we'll add our sugar. Okay, this is starting to boil. It still needs to boil a little harder, but it's coming along. I wanted to let you know that over the next few weeks, I'm going to be very busy. Because I had told you I'm going to be doing the sale. So, we're going to try and put out 2 or 3 videos a week. Some of them might be baking, and I hope you're interested in seeing some good cookies. I plan on making zucchini bread, banana bread, and also a blueberry bread. We were lucky enough at a local farmer's market to get some bushels of vegetables also. We've gotten a bushel of tomatoes, a bushel of zucchini, a bushel of cucumbers, and a bushel of green peppers. Also a bushel of sweet banana peppers. We also have a 1/2 bushel of jalapenos. So I am going to help Mr. Viking make cowboy candy. So I think that'll be fun. And this is coming along. not quite there. So, okay. I also needed to let you know that I will be making my spaghetti sauce and some salsas, depending on how far our tomatoes stretch. But this is coming along pretty well. I think we're about there. So let's get our sugar. Now this takes 3 cups of sugar. It's a rather small batch. So we're going to switch hands here. We're going to quickly stir this in. Get that all stirred up. Then we gotta bring this back to a rolling boil and boil it 1 minute. And then it will be ready to jar. And we are at a full rolling boil. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna time this for 1 minute, and it will be ready to remove from the stove.
On.
Now that it's done, it's cooked a minute, I'm going to have Mr. Viking move this over to the table. And he's going to go ahead and fill the jars.
It smells good.
It does smell very good.
Especially once it hits in there and splashes all over itself. And all them aromas just start kicking up real good. It's like, wow. Okay, so why do we only have 4 jars?
This will probably only make 4 pints. You will get a little more, probably 8 half pints. But like I said before, I like to have a small bowl left over. If we don't, we don't, but it's always nice.
Well, and what we could do too as well is just go around and whatever ones need a little bit extra topping off on them, we can get them topped off, and then whatever's left over we can sit there and keep it for ourselves and try it.
Yes.
You need to make some of that monkey stuff.
Monkey butter.
Yeah.
Well,
we haven't had none of that in a long time.
It has been.
That stuff is good. I remember the first time you made that right after you and I first got back together in 2012. Man, I thought you were joking. You're saying, oh, it's monkey butter. The hell's a monkey butter? Thought you took it to the zoo or something and had monkeys trample all through it.
Well, I did find a recipe that is caramelized monkey butter. So that sounds even better.
Oh yeah, I can definitely, sounds like using caramel.
Well, not exactly. Okay, now all we need to do here is...
Give me back your phone after I do this so I can film you.
Yeah, Mr. Viking will take the phone.
Yeah, it's my turn to take over the recording.
Now I'm going to use a little bit of vinegar to wipe the rims. You can use just hot water on your cloth for this because there's no oils.
Right, but I like you using the vinegar though, because vinegar will sterilize it more. Will give it a lot more sterilization. I mean, if vinegar wasn't good for doing that and for doing cleaning, they actually wouldn't use vinegar inside the Windexes and stuff like that. Use, you know, some type of vinegar.
Yeah, exactly.
Which there's a do-it-yourself thing, y'all. Instead of you going and spending $5-6 on a small bottle of Windex, just get you from a Dollar General, go over there and get you a gallon or a couple gallons of distilled white vinegar and mix it 50-50 with water, and you can sit there and use that to clean your windows with it. And definitely don't use no regular napkin type stuff to get them done, you know, to wipe them. Use newspaper. Newspaper is actually a better thing. It removes streaks better, and it keeps your windows cleaner.
Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to put this in our water bath.
Well, if you need more water, which I think you will, I'll put it in.
Yeah,
but
there's some vinegar in here.
Why do you put the vinegar in there?
Vinegar stops the outsides from getting anything from your water.
Oh, so kind of like a calcification?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to take this so I can turn off that water after I fill it up with the... We'll have to get some more water for it, so...
Yeah, we're going to fill this to just over the jars with hot water because the jars are hot. And again, this will be processed 10 minutes once it has already started boiling. And then it's done.
Here's another tip for you guys. Whenever you're done doing dishes, I know earlier you heard the hot water running in the sink. Well, the reason why I keep the hot water running no matter what, it ain't that I don't worry about the water bill, even though in a way I don't. We pay a flat fee. Then anything that goes over that, then we pay the extra. But we do it because anything that may go down in that drain, we don't want it clogging up the pipes, and we don't want it sticking. We don't want any form of grease, because all your pipes, they do get grease in them from cooking and everything else, no matter what. So if you run straight hot water down through it, it will help cleanse that out and push it further down the road. All right, and the hotter the water it is, and our water gets up to like 140, 160 degrees, something like that. That's the way I got the hot water tanks set, because I love hot water. When you wash your hands, they're red. Okay, you don't come out with white hands. You come out, they're either bright pink or they're bright red from washing your hands or even taking a shower in our shower. Okay? And another little tip that I'm going to throw out there to y'all is take a cup of baking soda at night, pour it down each side, pour one in each side of your sink. Then take some vinegar and pour that over top of it to make it go down in. What that does is causes a chemical reaction, and the baking soda starts bubbling and everything else. All right, when it's done completely bubbling, that means anything that's stuck on them pipes is being removed. It's done. It's getting done. Then run straight hot water or boil hot water up, boil up some water, and pour it down in your sink to wash that. Now that does a couple things. Like I said first, with the hot water, it's going to loosen up everything, and it's going to get it going down the road. The baking soda mixed with the vinegar whenever it hits each other inside the sink and it starts bubbling, it actually starts cleansing it. It's like using toothpaste on your mouth. When you start brushing it, it starts foaming it. Okay?
It also works like a Drano if you have a small clog.
Okay, well, I don't know too much about that. But I do know about what I was saying. But if it does do that, if you do have a tiny clog, sit there and try that. And if it works, hey, send us a message, okay? And let us know. Because if that does work, you just taught us something. Well, you just taught me something, not her, me.
Well,
Because I normally don't deal with clogs, you know. But the baking soda also works in a two-part. Like I said, when it's mixed with the vinegar, it sits there and bubbles up and cleans. But another thing it does is it helps kill odor in your drain. That way there ain't a bunch of odor coming up. And I know a lot of times during the summertime, people get fruit flies. Well, that vinegar, it works as a two-part as well, as an activation device for your baking powder.
Baking soda.
Yeah, that thing, the baking soda. But it also works to deter these here little flies from coming up through your drain, from them breeding down in there. So, with all that said, give it a try. Do it once at night before you go to bed, and then rinse it out. And then in the morning, do the same exact thing again. Do that give it a 1 week challenge. Okay, if you start on a Sunday, end it on Saturday, and tell me how you feel the very next day, on the Sunday after. Leave a message on how that affects, your pipes, and how much cleaner your drains are, and how much nicer they may smell. And if you want, you can take a little bit of lemon juice, just a little bit, about a teaspoon of it, and pour it down each side of the drain to give it that lemony fresh scent. Alright? So now when we come back, it'll be my wife, Mrs. Viking over here, that's behind the cell phone right now that's doing the recording. She will be she'll be filming me removing them. I do that so she don't get burnt. I don't like my wife getting hurt in any way, shape, or form. Alright, it really pees me off. It's one of those things that, in the words of Peter Griffin from Family Guy, it really grinds my gears. Alright? So we'll see you in a minute. Hang on, and we'll be right back.
I wanted to give you a little in advance of what I'm going to be doing. I am going to make a strawberry banana jam. I also will be making a blueberry jam. I think then I might get into making some more chocolate sauce, but we definitely have to get out our cowboy candy. So that'll be a little advance on what we're doing. And if you like this video or this type of videos, please subscribe, like, and hit the notifications. Also, don't forget to leave a comment. Share it out to people too, and that would be a tremendous help. Tell your friends about it if you like it.
Yeah, word of mouth is the best publicity.
Yes.
Well, I was sitting here and I was hearing this boiling, so I was coming in here to take a look. We got 2 minutes left on the timer. And then here soon. Oh, 57 seconds. 2. All right, so Miss Viking got something to say.
Okay, I want to give you a little reminder. When you take things out of the hot canner, please put them on a towel. I like to use a thick hand towel. And give them a little space. Don't cram them all together. That'll let them cool nicely, and they'll seal well. The towel keeps the hot glass from hitting something that's colder. So that's just a little.
And also, don't forget to keep the rings on until after the jars have cooled for 24 hours.
Yes.
Then remove the rings. Okay, Miss Vigan, here you go. It's on you. I'm gonna kill this fire. I gotta grab our pincers. Where'd you put them?
Sorry about that.
Yeah, this is gonna be hot, so I'm not gonna be stupid. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be normal. Turn that off. That's what I'm talking about. It's good for the lungs. Puts moisture in your lungs. Woo, doggy. That looks good. I want to start jacking that up almost immediately.
And try not to tip your jars as you're taking them out. I know that's a real, you want to because you want to get that water off. But
I just barely tip it to
yeah, it's
get the most off.
Really
That's
not
normally
necessary.
as I'm lifting it. Because a lot of times I have to tip them anyways to try to squeeze them out in between some jars, because there's times when you got 6, 7, 8 jars, 9 jars in here at a time. Hey, stop yelling at me.
And if you see in the background there's a large bowl of blueberries to be working on this. Yeah, that's a lot of blueberries.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Take some more of them. They're good. I love this stuff.
Okay, everybody, remember.
It's like candy. Natural candy.
Subscribe, like, and comment, and share. Okay, we'll see you next time.